I almost forgot to show you guys the top. I was so excited about how everything went together. Let me grab a flashlight. Maybe if we have the flashlight, it might help you guys see better. So there is where we hide this guy into the collector, and then we're just going out the back, and you can see the V-band on there, kind of floating. Very nice, simple solution for this. Same thing with this. Where we started, where are we at? We're over here. This is really hard to see in the video camera. Anyway, we just zinged around the steering knuckle there and welded it back and down and through. And if you look, you can kind of see the V-band clamp back there. So that is that side. Plenty of room, easy to do, simple solution. All right, so maintenance day for the Phoenix. She's doing pretty good. We went ahead and tightened all the exhaust stuff. There's nothing really else that needs to be addressed. I'll double check the lug nuts just to make sure they're torqued to specs. None, I gotta check that guy and that guy, but all the clamps were loose. So I don't know, maybe we'll make more boost. Maybe we'll have less boost leaky boys, but yeah, we got those tightened up, and we're just gonna, I'm putting in this new fancy, my boy Rich turned me on to this. He did drag week and use this stuff, this 2050, so I figure I'll give it a shot. So this has got zinc. Zinc's supposed to be good. And yeah, the oil looked really good. The inside of the oil, you know, sometimes you get those crappy, you get like sludge and stuff from the top of the oil cap, but no, everything looks really good in there. So yeah, just putting it back together, back on the road. Good stuff. Nope. You can hear how loud his goddamn injectors are chatty as shit. Sounds like a garbage can rolling down the street. Chatter, chatter, chatter. But we got our oil all topped off. We're burning a little bit of oil that we dripped and some probably brake cleaner off the engine. But yeah, she sounds good. We've snugged everything back up, kind of did the old nut and bolt, and she's ready to go back on the road. For at least, man, you are white, son. Holy cow, you're white. You're drunk oil. Yeah, so we're good for another 1,000, 2,000 miles. Look at this. We got Holley Terminator X Max for the old Wago. You guys want to see the Wago on the ground? Woo, woo, good looking, huh? Sorry, the light's bad. It's just that time. I'll try to ditch away from the sunlight. There we go. Maybe? No, not really. So yeah, it's just bright day. You know, it's a week before Christmas, and it's 80 something degrees. She's gonna be so good, so good. All right, so we gotta get this guy back inside and get on some building, some cutting, some grinding and welding. Look at this tubby bitch right here. Bob, did you make the pine tree a pillow? It's pretty good living, huh? Bam, and just like that, we're back to where we started. The Phoenix is so good, guys. I'm telling you, it's just so brilliant, so fun to drive. If you guys want to buy it, let me know. So this guy is up there, and we got to finish everything. But I'm excited because we did get our Holley in today. So what I finally decided to do, since my order kept getting bumped back every month for the last 3 months, thank you, I just got on the thing, and there's like 6 million different Holleys. And if you spend enough time, it's like in the Army. When I was in the Army, I used to firmly believe, and I still believe, that if there's a regulation that says something, you can find a regulation that completely contradicts it. and that served me well for 25 years. If you can find, if you figure out what you need, you can probably find a package that has that in it. So I think the one I ordered, the only difference with it and the one that's coming is that the injectors were EV6 and these ones are EV1. I don't really care because I'll just buy the injectors to fit what it is anyway. Chewing gum, sorry. So I just want to show you guys the hotness of these V-bands. I love these V-bands. Like, I was sitting around one day and I'm just trying to think to myself, like, how do you make V-bands better? I mean, their V-bands are pretty basic, you know, two surfaces, they smash. Now, there are better varieties of V-bands, in my opinion, than others. I think that you should always go ahead and get the self-aligning ones, and that way they center. Before they made those, I used to mess around. They just like two flat surfaces, and you just kind of wiggle stuff around and kind of hope everything aligned up. It rarely ever did. So I asked myself, like, well, the self-aligned ones are pretty good. How can I make these better? So what I did is I just took the same thing, and I said, well, let's just put a copper ring in the center of it, and we'll make it a little bit bigger. So you mash the two together, and that makes you a sill. There's a replaceable sill. Those guys have been like super popular. These sills, you gotta anneal, so they come like hard, so you gotta heat them up. I think it's over 400 degrees. The video's on the website, so if you go to the website, just type in copper. These guys will pop up. The V-band will be copper V-band assemblies. They're not terribly much more. The cool thing is you can replace, so if it goes, whatever happens, you start losing your sill someday, you just go ahead and order a replacement copper gasket, throw it in there, and you're back to square one for the most part. I'll slap it on to the end of this V-band real quick so you guys can just see how it all kind of lines up. So if you anneal these guys, you can bend them real easy. So if you just give it a little boop, just a little pinch, and that'll keep it from falling out of there if you need it to like stay in the flange. And then this guy just goes right on top of it. The copper becomes the alignment groove, and then you just throw your V-band on. Give it a black with the black. I always put anti-seize on these guys, and then as you snug it down, it just compresses the copper ring. So you guys can see the copper ring right there. You got flange with copper in the center, and the copper's melting point is a little bit about the same as the stainless steel. So if you're melting those, you've already melted your pistons, and it's a bad day for you. Anyway, just love those guys. Wanted to share them with you guys. You try them out. See if you like them too. All right, one quick sad face thing. Oh, sad face. Oh, I was suspect. This runner right here was suspect. Watching you, runner. Been seeing you, been suspect. And indeed, it is suspect. There's no way a spark plug is going on. A spark plug wire is going on that guy. The rest seem to be fine, but just that guy. Can't do that guy. And I don't want to try to find, super melty proof plug wires or magic 90-degree plug wires or magic high heat. We're just gonna go bloop, and we're gonna doop that down and then zing it back over, and there'll be tons of room in this area right here where this thing is gonna burn if we don't do that. So still not a bad deal. All they gotta do is, I think that's like 1 3/4. Yeah, I think I might even have some of these, so if I have them, awesome. If not, no big deal. We'll just buy a bin, and that will be enough. Probably like 20 bucks. So anyway, just show you that. And I'll probably do that last also. So like I'll wait till get the coils and everything, and then try to install everything. And that way, if there's any other mods we need to do on this guy, they all seem good over here, but we'll be able to boop boop and be done. Boop boop. So